Hello everyone, welcome to Hopeful Turns. In today's video, I'll be sharing with you the pattern for this Daisy bucket hat. Now this is an easy and beginner friendly pattern. It's not at all complicated. It just uses some really basic stitches in crochet. Now this bucket hat here has been made for an adult woman size. It will fit from a teenage to an adult medium size, but if you want to make it for an adult large size, just use a bigger hook size. So I'll just come to that in a minute. If you want to make a bucket hat for any size, like a completely customizable bucket hat, I do have a separate tutorial on that, how to make a very basic bucket hat. It can be customized to any size with any weight yarn and hook that you have at hand. So I'll put a link to that in the description box as well as on the I button that is coming up here. So if you're just curious to know what is the maths or the science involved in making a beanie or a bucket hat, you can check that up. It will answer quite a lot of your questions. Okay. Now coming back to the tutorial for this here, we will first see the supplies and then we'll head over to the pattern. So for the supplies here, I have used 100% cotton yarn. It is a light medium weight 3 yarn. Now you can use acrylic or cotton, that's totally up to you. It's just that I'm going to use it as a summer hat, so that's why I'm going to use a cotton yarn, but acrylic will work fine. You might have to use a medium, not a medium, but a light worsted weight or a weight 3 yarn. This is like the DK weight yarn. Now for the main color, I have used a gray. You would require a little more than 150 grams. So this was a 200 gram ball. I did use a little bit for some other projects. So I would say a little above 150 gram would be needed as your primary color or the main color. And then some amount of the secondary color. You just need a very little just to make the daisy square. Now for the hook here, I have used a size G or a 4mm crochet hook. Now apart from that, you would require a yarn needle and a pair of scissors. So these are the supplies that you would require. Now if you're ready, we can just get started. So we'll start this with a magic circle. So to make a magic circle, you take your yarn and then loop it around your finger like an X. Once you have that, take your hook, pass your hook through the loop that is there on your finger like this, and pull your working yarn through like this. So this here is your magic circle. Now if you want some more help with the magic circle, you can click on the link that is coming up here. I have a very detailed tutorial on how to do the magic circle. So once you have your magic circle, we'll start round 1, and we are going to start with 2 chain stitch, chain 2, 1 and 2. Now we'll put 11 double crochet into your magic circle. So for a double crochet, you have to yarn over first, insert your hook, pull up a loop. You have 3 loops, yarn over, pull to the first 2, yarn over, pull to the next 2. So this is my first double crochet. Like that, I'm going to make a total of 11 double crochet. So this is my second double crochet. Here is my third. And I'll continue till I have a total of 11 double crochet. So round 1, you will have chain 2 and 11 double crochet. So I'll complete 11 double crochet and I'll join you at the end of round 1. So here I have completed my 11 double crochet. So if you have to count from here, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, and then the 2 chain stitch, starting 2 chain stitch. Okay. Now there are 2 ways to finish off round 1. One is to just go ahead and slip stitch into the second chain of your chain 2. That is one way, but I'll show you much more cleaner way of finishing off this round. So that is with the help of your invisible finish. So this was my very last double crochet. At this point, I'm just going to cut my yarn. So you can cut your yarn here like this, okay, and just pull out this yarn. Now with the help of a yarn needle, we will do the invisible finish. So that will give a much cleaner finish to your circle. So first of all, we'll just pull on this end and close off the circle completely. So here the gap is completely closed. Now to make the invisible finish, I'll take my yarn needle. So you can see this here is our 2 chain stitch, a starting 2 chain stitch, and this one here is our first double crochet. You have a V, so insert your yarn needle through the first double crochet under the V and pull it up like this and just tug on this. Now bring your yarn needle forward, and this here is our very last double crochet. Okay, so I'm just going to go through between the loops. So through the back loop I'm going to insert my yarn needle and take it out, and when you take it out, if you pull it, you can see it creates a V. This is like your fake double crochet, or this is the 12th double crochet that we have created. So you can see it gives a much cleaner finish. Now I'm just going to hide my tail. So this is one way, otherwise you can just do the normal slip stitch way also. That will also work fine. Anything that is good enough for you. And you can just hide in the remaining tail end. So you can do that. Both the tail end, you can do it completely now, because there will be a lot of yarn towards the end. So you can hide in all the loose ends before you proceed. Okay, so that is the end of round 1. I'll just hide in this tail end also, and we can cut off the excess yarn ends. Just cut off the excess. Alright, so our round 1 is done. We will move on to round 2. For round 2, I'm going to use my white color yarn, and first of all I'm going to attach it to any of the stitch here. So you can attach it the way you like. So through any of the stitches I'm just going to pull the yarn out, and I just am going to just knot this down. Now if you want, you can join the new color with a slip stitch, anything that works for you. Okay, I've just knotted this down, and now I'm going to start with 3 chain stitch. Okay, so I'm just going to pull my yarn through and 3 chain stitch, 1, 2, 3. Now what I'm going to do is I'll take this yarn end towards this side, and I'm going to work over it so that I don't have to weave it in later. So this is 3 chain stitch. This is going to be counted or treated as a double crochet. Now in this round we are going to do 3 double crochet together. So this is chain 3. For double crochet together, we'll do the first step of a double crochet, that is yarn over, insert your hook, pull up a loop, yarn over and pull to the first 2 loops. We will not complete the double crochet, we'll just keep it like this. Again, like double crochet, yarn over, insert your hook, pull up a loop. You have 4 loops, yarn over and pull to the first 2 loops. You are not doing the second half. Now you have 3 loops on your hook. You yarn over and pull through all the 3 loops like this. So this is double crochet 3 together. Just the first one is different. All the other double crochet 3 together is going to be the same, because here we have started with chain 3. Okay, so once you do double crochet 3 together, you have to make 2 chain stitch, 1, 2, come to your next stitch and then do a double crochet 3 together. So we'll do the first half of a double crochet. So yarn over, insert your hook into the next stitch. I'm taking this along with me, pull up a loop, yarn over, pull to the first 2. Do not complete your double crochet. Again yarn over, insert your hook, pull up a loop, yarn over, pull to the first 2 loops only, keep it. Again yarn over, insert your hook, pull up a loop, yarn over, pull to the first 2 loops only. Now you have a total of 4 loops, yarn over and pull through all the 4 loops. So this is your double crochet 3 together stitch. Once you do this, you make 2 chain stitch, 1, 2, and then you can repeat the pattern. So basically you are doing 3 incomplete double crochets. So we'll do that. So yarn over, insert your hook, pull up a loop, yarn over, pull to the first 2. Again yarn over, insert your hook, pull up a loop, yarn over, pull to the first 2 loops only, stop. Again yarn over, insert your hook, pull up a loop, yarn over, pull to the first 2 loops only. Now you have 4 loops, yarn over and pull through all the 4 loops. So this here is your double crochet 3 together. Once this is done, make 2 chain stitch like this, and you can repeat the pattern. you'll have a total of 12 double crochet 3 together stitch. Once you do a double crochet 3 together, you do not forget to put the chain 2. So I just repeat the pattern and join you at the end of this round. So here I'm almost at the end of this round. I have a total of 12 double crochet 3 together sets. So if I have to just count it, this is 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11 and 12. Okay, so I have a total of 12 sets of these, and each of them is separated by 2 chain stitch. Okay, so this was my very last double crochet 3 together set. After that I'll again make 2 chain stitch, 1, 2, and to finish this off I'm going to slip stitch, and I'll slip stitch. If you see here, this is chain 3. After that there is 1 stitch. I'll go there. So if you see, this is 1, 2, 3. After that, the stitch that is there, you go there and slip stitch like this. So that will finish off round 2. I'm just going to cut my yarn here and pull it out. Okay, so that finishes round 2. Now if you see this, I had already weaved this in. If you have not, you can use a darning needle to weave it in. This I will be weaving it in when I'm doing my round 3. Okay, now we'll start round 3. For round 3, I'm going to use a grey color yarn, and I'm going to attach it to any of the chain 2 space. So just attach your next color to any of the chain 2 space. I'll just join with the help of a knot here. I'll just knot this down. Now as I said, you can use a slip stitch to attach your new color yarn. That's totally up to you. Okay, now we'll start this round. So I'm just going to pull my yarn through. So I'll just insert it here and pull my yarn through like this. I'll just show you once again. So this is your chain 2 space. Insert your hook and pull your yarn through like this, and then make 3 chain stitch. 1, 2, 3. This 3 chain stitch will be counted as a double crochet. Now I'm going to put 2 more double crochet into the same chain 2 space. So this is 1 and 1 more double crochet in the chain 2 space like this. So in total we have 3 double crochet. This chain 3 will be treated as a double crochet. Once 3 double crochet is made, make 2 chain stitch, 1, 2, and then go back into the same chain 2 space and make 3 more double crochet. So I'm going to put 3 more double crochet into the chain 2 space. 1, this is my second double crochet, and here is my third double crochet. All right, so this is the corner. We are converting this circle into a square. So this is my first corner. So for a corner, you'll be making 3 double crochet, 2 chain stitch and 3 double crochet. In the next chain 2 space, I'm going to do 3 half double crochet. I'll just take this yarn along with me. Now for a half double crochet, you have to yarn over, insert your hook, pull up a loop, yarn over and pull through all the 3 together. So this is 1 half double crochet. I'll make 2 more half double crochet. So you have to make 3 half double crochet into the chain 2 space like this. Okay, in the next chain 2 space also I'm going to put 3 half double crochet. So 1, 2 and 1 more, 3. All right, so here I have got 3 half double crochet. In the next chain 2 space we will make a corner. So for a corner, you will put 3 double crochet, chain 2, 3 double crochet all in the chain 2 space. So we'll do that. We'll make 3 double crochet. This is 1. This is my second double crochet, 2 and 1 more, 3. All right. So here we have put 3 double crochet. After that, make 2 chain stitch, 1, 2. Go back in the same chain 2 space and make 3 more double crochet. So 1, 2 and I'll put 1 more, 3. So that will complete your second corner. So if you see here, we have completed 2 corners. So in this corner we had put 3 double crochet, chain 2, 3 double crochet, and we are going to repeat this. So once you make a corner, in the next chain 2 space make 3 half double crochet, in the next one also 3 half double crochet, and then we will make a corner. So we'll do that. So this corner is made. In the next chain 2 space, make 3 half double crochet, 1, go back, make a half double crochet, 2 and 3. In the next one also I'm going to make 3 half double crochet. So here I'll again make 3 half double crochet, 1, 2 and one more I'll put 3. So here I have put 3 half double crochets. So here we have got a corner, then 3 half double crochet, 3 half double crochet. Once you make 2 sets of 3 half double crochet, you will make the next corner. So for a corner, you will always be putting 3 double crochet, chain 2, 3 double crochet, all worked in the same chain 2 space. So I'll put 3 double crochet, 1, 2, 3. All right. After that, make 2 chain stitch, 1, 2, and then go back into that same chain 2 space and again make 3 double crochet. So that will complete our next corner. So 3 double crochet here like this. So you see we have made the third corner. So 1, 2, 3 corner is done. Once a corner is done, you will have to put 2 half double crochet. So if you see here, this is a corner. After that, 3 half double crochet. So 3 half double crochet here, 3 half double crochet here, then a corner. So this is what we'll be repeating. So we have put a corner here. In the next chain 2 space, make 3 half double crochet. In this space also 3 half double crochet, and then you will make your 4th corner. So for corner, you put 3 double crochet, chain 2, 3 double crochet. After that, in the next chain 2 spaces, you have to put 3 half double crochet each. So like this, you can just repeat the pattern. I'll join you at the end of this round. So between the corners, you will have 2 sets of these 3 half double crochet. So I'll just complete this and I'll join you. So here I'm at the end of this round. This is my very last corner. After that, I have put 3 half double crochet and 3 half double crochet. Now in order to finish off this round, what we'll do is we'll slip stitch into the 3rd chain of our chain 3. So remember we had started with 3 chain stitches here. So this here is the 3rd chain. I'll go there and make a slip stitch. So just slip stitch into the 3rd chain of your chain 3. With that, your 3rd round is also done. So just cut your yarn here. So cut off your yarn and your daisy square is ready. Okay, so this here is your daisy square. Like this, you will have to make a total of 6 squares. So I have already made 5 more. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 and 6. So you have to make 6 of these daisy squares. We'll join them all together to make a long strip. So we'll start joining. So if you look at one square here, we'll have a total of 14 stitches on one side. So if you see here, this is 3, then 6, 9 and 12. So you have in total 12 stitches here. Apart from that, remember we had put 2 chain stitches at this corner. So the 2 chain stitches, 1 chain stitch for this side and 1 chain stitch for this side. Similarly, here also we have 2 chain stitches, 1 chain stitch for this side and 1 chain stitch for this side. So if you count in total, you will have 12 stitches, then 1 chain stitch, that makes it 13, 1 chain stitch on this side, that makes it 14. So every side will have a total of 14 stitches. And we are going to join the 14 stitches of one side to the 14 stitches of the next side. So we'll start joining. So for that, before you start, I would say that hide in all the loose ends. It will make it much more easier. And we are going to just press the wrong sides together. So join the wrong sides together. And this is the right side up. Now what we'll do is find the first stitch. So if you see here, it is 2 chain stitch. This is my first chain stitch here. So I use the back loops of these stitches and the front loops of the other square to join. So I'm inserting from the back loop here and I'm going to join the front loop of this one. So these are the 2 chain stitch. I'm going through one of the chain stitch that belongs to this side and I'll take my yarn out, just let it loose. Okay, come to your next stitch. So the front loop, you can see a V. So the back loop of this stitch and the front loop of this one here. So just pass your needle and pull. So this is my second stitch. Insert your yarn needle through the third stitch. Like that you will have a total of 14 stitches to work. So back loop of this side, front loop of this side. Just go ahead and complete the stitching through all the 14 stitches. So I'll just do that till I reach the very end. So here I have reached the end of this side. I have gone through all the 14 stitches and this is how this looks. Okay, now what we'll do is, so this was my very last stitch. I'll just flip it over towards my back side and I'm just going to hide my yarn here. So I'll just take it from here and go through a couple of stitches just so as to hide the remaining loose ends. And similarly you can hide in the other side also. So just go through a couple of stitches and then cut off your yarn. Okay, and I'll just go back just so that it stays in place. Okay, that is done. I'll just cut off my yarn here. Alright, so this is done. I'll just hide in this end also, and similarly you can just go ahead and join all the other squares. I'll show you how to complete the last strip. It's just the same. We have to just do exactly the same way as we have done for this. I'll just show you the very last square that we have to join. So go ahead and just join the remaining squares also, just like the way that we have done for this. So I'll join you once I'm done with the other square. Okay, so this is how this looks. So I'll just join you once I'm done with the remaining squares. So here I have joined all the 6 squares. I have got a big long strip here. Now what we'll do is we'll join the first and the last square. So just like we did for everything else, we are just going to fold this up. Wrong sides we'll place together, and this is the right sides, and we'll just join this just like we did for the other squares. We are going to go through the back loop of one square and the front loop of the next. You'll have to go about 14 stitches and you can just cut off the yarn once you are done. Okay, so I'll just join these join the 14 stitches and then we'll move on to the next part. So complete this and your strip will be ready. All right, so here I have joined all the 6 squares and our side band is ready. But before we move to the top, there is one last round that we have to do. So we are just going to make a round of double crochets. So what we'll do is, in every, you see this is one square, in every square we are going to put a total of 14 double crochets. If you see, we have 3 3 3 3, that together makes a total of 12 double crochets. So we'll put 1 double crochet in each of these stitches. 1 double crochet will go here and 1 double crochet will go in the next space, that is here. So in total, in a square we are going to put 14 double crochets. Once you do this, you're just going to ignore this join here and work your next double crochet here. All right, so like that we are going to do a round of double crochet. So join your neck yarn here. You can join anywhere. If you want, you can join from the side. I'll just start from the middle. You can slip stitch to join or just knot it down. The first double crochet we'll be making as chain 3. Okay, so in the first stitch make chain 3, 1 2 3, Alright, and in all the other stitches just put 1 double crochet. Make sure to put a total of 14 double crochet in one square. So in total, when you finish this round, you will have 84 double crochets. That the chain 3 here will be counted as our first double crochet. So I'm just going ahead and making 1 double crochet in the squares. So okay, so I'm done with this. Now I have reached this gap here. I'll go there and make a double crochet. Alright, come to your, just ignore this, come to your next gap and put your next double crochet here and continue to make 1 double crochet in each of the stitches. So I'll just complete making 1 round of double crochet. You should be having a total of 84 double crochet when you finish this. So this is how it will be. So here I have finished making 84 double crochet. So I have worked around this, and this is my very last stitch. Now in order to finish up this round, what we'll do is we will slip stitch into the 3rd chain of our starting chain 3. So this is the 3rd chain. I'll go into the 3rd chain of the chain 3 and slip stitch to join. So that will finish off this round. You can cut your yarn here. Just take this out. Alright, so that is done. Okay, now we'll move on to the top part of the hat. So we'll start working on the top of the hat. So here again we are going to start with a magic circle. So I've made my magic circle here, and then make 2 chain stitch. 1, 2. Now I'm going to put 12 double crochet into the magic circle. So we have chain 2. Apart from that, we have to put a total of 12 double crochet into the magic circle. So I'll make my 12 double crochet first. Now if you want a slow version of magic circle and chain 2, I'll put all the link in the description box. If you think I'm going fast with that, please just refer to it, how to make the magic circle and the double crochets. So I'll complete my 12 double crochet first, and I'll join you at the end of round 1. So here I have finished making my 12 double crochet. So once you finish round 1, you should have chain 2 and then 12 double crochet. Now in order to finish off this round, we are going to slip stitch into the first double crochet. We have made a chain 2. We are going to ignore that. We'll go into the very first double crochet here and slip stitch. So that will finish round 1. And you can just close off this end also. Okay. Now from here on, every round we are going to start with chain 2, and that chain 2 will not be treated as a double crochet. It is going to act as a filler stitch, because we are going to slip stitch every round, and that will create a seam. So in order to have a less evident seam, we are going to do a chain 2. It is going to just act as a filler stitch. So start with chain 2. Now what we'll do is, in every stitch we are going to put an increase. That is, in every stitch we are going to put 2 double crochet. So this is my very first stitch. I am putting 1 double crochet here, and in the same stitch make another double crochet. So that is an increase. Come to your next stitch. Here again put 2 double crochet. So this is 1, and in the same stitch put another one, 2. Come to your next stitch. Again put 2 double crochet. So for round 2 you are going to put 2 double crochet in every stitch. So 2 double crochet is also referred to as an increase. So if I say increase, it just means you are putting 2 double crochet in every stitch. So I'll just complete this round, and I'll join you at the end of round 2. Just put 2 double crochet in every stitch. Alright. So here I'm at the end of round 2. And once you finish round 2, you should have a total of 24 double crochet and the starting chain 2. Now we'll finish off this round, and to finish it off, I'm going to slip stitch into the very first double crochet. You have your chain 2 here, just ignore that. Go into the very first double crochet and slip stitch like this. So this is the end of round 2. We'll start round 3. And here again we are going to start with chain 2. It is just going to act as a filler stitch. Now the pattern for this round is, you will make 1 double crochet followed by an increase. So 1 double crochet, then 2 double crochet, 1 double crochet, 2 double crochet. That is the pattern that we'll be making. So into the very first stitch, make 1 double crochet, okay, and in the next stitch make an increase. So I'm going to put 2 double crochet into the next stitch. So this is 1, okay, and in the same stitch make another double crochet. Okay, so this is the pattern that we'll follow. 1 2 1 2 is the pattern. So in the next stitch I'm just going to put 1 double crochet, and then I'm going to put 2 double crochet. So you can just go ahead and complete the same pattern, making 1 double crochet followed by 2 double crochet. So I'll join you at the end of this round. So here I'm at the end of round 3, and once you finish round 3 you should have a total of 36 double crochet and the starting chain 2. Now we'll finish off this round, and for that I'm going to slip stitch into the first double crochet. Ignore the chain 2, go into the first double crochet here and then slip stitch. So that will finish round 3. We will move on to round 4. Now the pattern for round 4 is going to be 1 double crochet, 1 double crochet and an increase. So 1 1 2 is the pattern that we'll be making, and here again we'll start with chain 2. Okay, in the very first stitch go ahead and make just 1 double crochet. Okay, in the next stitch also just put 1 double crochet, and then in the third stitch put 2 double crochet. That is, you're making an increase. So in this stitch I'm going to put 2 double crochet, and this is the pattern that we'll be following. We'll put 1 1 2. So in the next stitch I'm going to put just 1 double crochet, in the next stitch also 1 double crochet, and then I'm going to make an increase. So here I'll put 2 double crochet. So you can go ahead and repeat the pattern, making 1 1 2 double crochets like this. So here I'm at the end of round 4, and once you finish round 4 you should have a total of 48 double crochets. Now we'll finish off this round. So skip the first 2 chain stitch, go ahead and slip stitch into the first double crochet of this round. So that completes round 4. We will move on to round 5. So here again we are going to start with 2 chain stitch, and here the pattern will be, we will make 3 double crochet and then an increase stitch. So we do that. So in the first 3 stitches make 1 double crochet each. So this is 1. Into the next stitch make another double crochet. So this is my second double crochet, and 1 more, 3. Okay, so here we have put 3 double crochet. In the next stitch I'm going to make an increase. So here I'm going to put 2 double crochet. So 1, and in the very same stitch another 1. So like this you can just go ahead and repeat the pattern, make 3 single crochet and then an increase. So here I'm at the end of round 5, and once you finish this round you will have a total of 60 double crochet. Now in order to finish off this round I'm just going to go ahead and slip stitch into the first double crochet. So that completes round 5. We will move on to round 6. So here again we are going to start with 2 chain stitch, and here what we will do is we will make 4 double crochets and then an increase stitch. So that is the pattern for this round. So make 4 double crochets, 1 double crochet in 4 stitches, 1, this is my second double crochet, 2, 3, and 1 more, 4. Okay, so here I have put 1 double crochet in 4 stitches, and then I'm going to do an increase stitch. So in this stitch I'll put 2 double crochet. So that is the pattern that we are going to follow. So I'm putting an increase here like this. Okay, so just go ahead and continue the same pattern, ignore the chain 2. So make 4 double crochets and then an increase stitch. So I'll just complete this. So here I have completed round 6, and once you finish round 6 you should have a total of 72 double crochet. We just finish off this round by slip stitching into the first double crochet. So ignore the chain 2 and slip stitch into the first double crochet of this round. So that completes round 6. We will move on to round 7. So here again we are going to start with 2 chain stitch, and the pattern for this round is going to be, we'll make 5 double crochet and then an increase stitch. So make 1 double crochet in 5 stitches. 1, 2, 3, 4, and one more. We'll put 5. Okay, so here I have made 5 double crochet, and then I'm going to make an increase stitch. So in this stitch I'm going to put 2 double crochet, 1, and in the same stitch 1 more. Okay, so this is the pattern that you'll be following for this round. You make 5 double crochet and then an increase stitch. So I'll just finish this and join you. So here I'm almost at the end of round 7, and once you finish round 7 you should have a total of 84 double crochets. Now we'll just finish this off. So I'm going to slip stitch into the first double crochet of this round, and I'll just cut my yarn here. So with that, the top of the hat is done. Now we have to just join it to the strip that we had made with the granny square. Now if I have to measure this, this measures about 6.6 inches. So that is the diameter, or close to 17.5 centimeters. Now we will just join this to the strip, but before that I'll just hide in all the loose ends and then we'll do the sewing part. Now to stitch this up, I have taken a long piece of yarn. This is about 23 inches long. Now if it is not enough, I will put a correction on the screen so that you can just increase the length of the yarn, but I hope this should be enough. Now we are going to join these two. So if you see here, this was our granny square and this is 1 double crochet round that we had made. So what we'll do is we will keep the wrong sides like this. Okay, wrong sides facing each other. This is the right side here, this is the right side, and we are going to join it the same way as we did for the granny squares. So we will be taking the back loop of this stitch here and the front loop of the round that we have made. That is how we are going to join, and you have a total of 84 stitches both on this side and this side. So you have the correct amount of stitches for both. So we'll do that. So I'll just start from any of the stitches. You can see this here is the back loop and a front loop from here. Take your yarn out. I think this should be enough. Come to your next stitch, one stitch at a time. So the next stitch is here and one from here. Like that you can go around this one stitch at a time. You will have to go around about 84 stitches, through 84 stitches. Okay, so I'll just go around and I'll join you at the end of this round. So one back loop of here, this one, and front loop from the other side. So come to your next stitch, this one here and this one here. So I'll just go around and I'll join you at the end of this round. So this is how it will be. So here I have gone around and stitched the two pieces, and yes, I was wrong. I don't know what I was thinking. The 22 inches was quite small, so I had to redo this. Halfway through I realized that it is not going to reach anywhere. So take at least a 40 to 42 inches long just to be on the safe side. So I did take 42 inches, and this much how much is left. So let's just move on. I have just one last stitch to do, so I'll do that with you. So the back loop and the front loop. Okay, so this was my very last stitch. I'll stitch this up. So this is completely stitched. Now what I'll do is I'll just go down under and take it out, and similarly I'll take out this piece also. So I'll use my hook to pull this piece out. Okay, so I've got these two strands. I'm just going to knot these two together and then I'll hide it in. Okay, so just knot this down and you can hide the ends. I'll do that, and then we will start on the brim. So this is how your hat looks. Now this is a little bit tight, especially because it's cotton. It fits, but it's a bit tight. But I think once you start using it, after 2 to 3 uses, it will loosen up. If it is an acrylic, it will be perfectly fitting, because since this is cotton, it is not that elastic. It doesn't have that much elasticity. So it's a bit tight, just a tiny bit tight for my size, which is about 21.5 inches, my head circumference. So I'll just hide this in, and then we'll move on to the brim part. So here I have hidden in all the loose ends, and now we can work on the brim. Now we are going to work on the squares here, and as we had did before, each square will have a total of 14 stitches, that is 12 on these, and 1 stitch in the chain 1 space, and the other this other chain 1 space. So total one square will have 14 stitches. We will not be working on this joint, we will be directly working in the next chain 1 space. So that is how we are going to do. So you can start anywhere. I'll just start in any of the chain spaces. So let's start here. I'll just attach my yarn, and here again every round we'll be starting with 2 chain stitch, just so as to make it as a filler stitch. Don't treat it as any stitch. So I'm just going to pull my yarn here and chain 2. This is just going to be the filler stitch, just to avoid any seam. In the same stitch, I'm going to start my first double crochet. Now the pattern for this round will be, you will put 6 double crochet and then an increase. So 1 has been put. Come to your next stitch and make a double crochet. So put 6 and then an increase. So this is 1, 2. Here is my 3rd stitch. 3, 4, 5. So here is my 5th one. 5. And 1 more, 6. So here I have made 6 double crochet. In the next stitch I'm going to put an increase. So here put 2 double crochet. So like that you can go ahead and repeat the pattern. Make 6 double crochet and an increase stitch like this. Again make 6 double crochet, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, and here you can put an increase. Once that is done, come directly to the next chain 1 space and start from here. So I'll just complete this and I'll join you at the end of this round. I'll just show you once again, just in case you have a confusion. So here we had started the square. We had started with chain 2, just don't count it. I had made 6 double crochet and then an increase. Then again I have made 6 double crochet and I have put an increase in the chain 1 space of that square. So that square is done. Come to your next square here. So jump directly to this. So here was the increase in the chain 2 space. Come directly to this chain 1 space and again start making 6 double crochet. So make 6 double crochet and an increase stitch. So that will cover your next square. So like that you can just go ahead and complete this pattern. So here I'm almost at the end of this round. So this was the last stitch where I had made an increase. Now to finish this off, I'm just going to skip the chain 2 here. I'll go directly on top of the first double crochet and slip stitch. So that will finish off this round. We will move on to next round. So next round again we are going to start with chain 2. Alright, and then the pattern for this round will be, you will make 7 double crochet and then an increase stitch. So chain 2 is just going to act as a filler stitch. So in the very same stitch, the very first stitch, start with a double crochet. So this time make 7. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, and 1 more we'll put before we make an increase. So this is my 7 double crochets, and then in the next stitch I'm going to make an increase. So here I'll put 2 double crochet, 1, and in the very same stitch another one. So I have made an increase, and this is the pattern that you can follow. Make 7 double crochet and then an increase. And once you finish that, you skip the chain 2 that we have made here and go directly on top of the first double crochet and slip stitch. So that will finish off this round. Then the next 2 rounds is, so here the previous round we had made 6 double crochet and increase. This round we are making 7 double crochet and increase. In the next round, make 8 double crochet and an increase, and then after that make 9 double crochet and an increase. So like that you can just go ahead and do 3 more rounds of it. I'll join you after I make the 9 double crochet and an increase round. Alright, so here I have finished 3 more rounds of the double crochet increases. So I'll just explain once again. So once your square is done, after that we have made, if you see here, this round is 6 single crochets and an increase. Then we have 7 single crochet and an increase. This is 8 single crochet and increase, and the last one is 9 single crochet and an increase, and our brim is done. Now you can stop at this point, but I'm just going to add one last round, and it is going to be with white. I just wanted to have a little bit of color here, but this is totally optional. So what I'll do is, in any of the stitches, I'll just join my new color. Now here we are not going to do any increases. I'm just going to do a round of single crochet, 1 single crochet in every stitch. So I'll just attach this. Now as I said, this is optional. Your bucket hat is ready. You can use it just like this, or just add a single crochet row. So I'm going to start with chain 1, and in every stitch I'm going to make 1 single crochet. No increases this time, just a row of single crochet. So for a single crochet, just insert your hook, pull up a loop, yarn over and pull through both. So this will add a little bit of border, white border to it. So I'll just finish this making 1 single crochet in every stitch, and it will be ready. So here I have completed one last round of single crochet, and our bucket hat is ready. So yeah, that was a tutorial on how to do this daisy bucket hat. I hope you liked it. I hope you enjoyed making it. Now if you're making one, please do share a picture of it, and please do tag me. I'll leave all my social media handle links in the description box. So yeah, that was it for today's tutorial. See you in another video. Until then, bye bye.